All right, so welcome everybody to this Edpuzzle Live. We are very excited. This Edpuzzle Live is about teaching and learning a second language with Edpuzzle. So first of all, I'm gonna introduce myself. Okay, my name is Jesus Sanchez. I'm also a former teacher. I used to teach in elementary school or in primary school, depending if you are in the UK or in the US. And now I'm part of the community team in Edpuzzle. I joined Edpuzzle around 4 months ago, and I'm thrilled to be here. So again, thank you everybody for joining us. Good afternoon, everybody. And with me, I have today this great presenter and panelists. They are like very experienced teachers, and they are Ariana and Mohamed. So Ariana, welcome.
Oh, welcome. I'm so excited, super excited to be here with you, with both of you. Shall I introduce myself?
Yeah, go ahead, Ariana.
Okay, so I'm Arianna Pisapia. I'm from Italy. I teach English in a lower secondary school. I teach English as a second language. I'm a great fan of technology at school, and I'm an ambassador for different web apps, in particular Edpuzzle. My students love Edpuzzle. I'm a Google certified trainer, coach, and innovator, and a member of GEG Italian staff. But before teaching, I was a web designer. So I designed interfaces for the web. And this was a great experience for me. So when entering school as a teacher, I tried to find the right balance between technology and teaching, of course. And in my free time, I'm a writer. I write books for school. And that's all. I have 2 cats, and they are my great love.
Oh, wow, Ariana, I didn't know like a couple of those things. I didn't know that you are a writer also.
Yeah.
And again, thank you so much for being here with us. I know that you have a really busy agenda. As you said, beside teaching, you normally also coach other teachers, right?
Yeah.
And actually, we were talking before the webinar started that next week you are going to be in a big conference in Italy. Can you tell us a little bit more about it, about Didacta?
Oh yeah, Didacta is a great chance of meeting so many people working with technology at school. So you will find me and a lot of Italian teachers talking about and showing how we use technology in our school. And in particular, we'll be there showing the wonders of Edpuzzle. So if you want, you can come to Didacta 3 days in Florence. That is a wonderful city. To meet and share experiences for school. So we'll wait for you.
Thank you again, Ariana. And we also have Mohamed. So please go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining us. My name is Mohammed Abu Hassan. I am an English teacher at Ali Intermediate Boys School in Bahrain. Of course, Bahrain is one of the Gulf countries, but actually I am Egyptian. I am from Egypt. Above all, I am an Edpuzzle coach and a trainer for the 2nd consecutive year. But last but not least, I have to say my amazing friend, Mrs. Stormy Daniel, she always says that we are just educators.
So again, thank you so much, Mohamed, for being with us today. And we are very excited. And I also something that I really like is that you guys are from different contexts. And Ariana, did you mention the age that you teach?
Yeah, my students are 11, 12, 13 years old. Yeah.
And you mostly teach like English as a second language, right?
Yeah, that's okay. And my students learn English. Yeah, they are 11, 12, and 13. Yeah, that's their age, and they learn English as a second language. Yes.
Awesome. And Mohamed, you also mentioned that you work in an international school. So how is that? How is working in international school? How do you like it?
Yeah, for sure. We teach here in public schools in Bahrain, and we use technology for many years. I think since 2015, we are big fans of technology, and we have been using Edpuzzle for more than 5 years in Bahrain. We have attended so many training sessions in the Ministry of Education, and we shared the magic of using this amazing platform with our teachers inside and outside our, not only inside Bahrain, but globally as well. We attended so many webinars, so many Edpuzzle events, just only to share the magic power of Edpuzzle with everyone everywhere.
Thank you, Mohammed. So I'm gonna explain what is gonna be the plan for today. First of all, thank you again, everybody, for joining us. I see that most of you are already introducing yourself on the chat. So please, we are gonna be waiting like 2-3 more minutes until everybody join us. In the meantime, if you wanna say what is your role, if you are also a teacher, if you wanna share also what you teach, and also where are you connecting from. So yeah, I see that we have people from Iraq, from Romania, from Portugal, from Cape Town, so like almost from everywhere. So thank you again.
From Spain too, Jesus, from Spain too.
Yeah, from Spain too, of course. I'm gonna introduce myself one more time because I did it right at the beginning and people were still joining. So my name is Jesus Sanchez. I'm from southern Spain. I'm also a former teacher. I got to teaching in Spain, but also in the United States. And I did use Edpuzzle already in different contexts too. I use it in my math classes, but also in my English classes. So I'm very excited about what Ariana and Mohammed are going to be sharing us, all of those tricks, how they use Edpuzzle in different ways to reach all their students, but also why is Edpuzzle like especially good platform to teach and also learn a language. And in this case, it's going to be more specific about English. But Ariana and Mohammed, I'm wondering that everything that we're going to be talking today may be also like used for different languages, right? It doesn't have to be just for English.
Sure,
yes.
Because we will see that a lot of videos are in English, but if we use the voiceover and we translate questions, we can use videos in any language. So
yeah,
that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, no, I was wondering, like, because I think all the ways that I use Edpuzzle to teach English, they could also be used to teach any other language.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not about teaching foreign languages, but you can teach any language using the Edpuzzle platform.
Yes, yes, but also there are like a couple of features, like we will see later on your presentation, but a couple of features that I think that they are especially great when learning a language, especially those
Exactly.
tools that are going to allow you to practice your listening and your speaking. But I don't want to say I don't want to make a spoiler.
You're spoiling.
Yeah.
Sorry. So yeah, in a couple of minutes, Ariane is going to start presenting her presentation, and then it will be Mohammed's turn. So if you guys have any question, just don't put them on the chat yet, because at the end of the webinar, we are thinking that it's going to take around 50 minutes up to an hour maximum. So the last 10 minutes or so, we can go ahead and answer all your questions.
Easy questions.
Yes, they cannot be tricky questions, please.
What is nice about one of the nicest things about Edpuzzle is just how simple it is to use the tool. Yeah, both for teachers and for students. That's great. That's great.
No, I agree with you. Like, once that you are gonna see today how Edpuzzle works is like super simple, and one of the things that teachers like the most from Edpuzzle is like they can actually save a lot of time, because we have so many videos that have already been created and edited by other education in our platform.
Yeah.
So we have people from Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Romania again, Greece. We have people from everywhere. This is amazing. Are we gonna have a recording of this event? Yes, this is gonna be posted on YouTube. I will let you know. Maybe probably we post it on our social media accounts. But yeah, in a couple of weeks maximum, it will be ready on our YouTube channel. So yeah, it's gonna be recorded. Okay, from Poland. So yeah, one more time, welcome everybody. And I think we are about to start. And one more thing that I would like to say before I give the time and space to Ariana is that at the end of the webinar, I'm gonna also share with you these presentations that Ariana Mohamed has put together. So I'll share you a link where you are going to have all the resources from this webinar. And I will also share a couple of things more that may be very interesting for you. So Ariana, Mohamed, are you guys ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay, Ariana, so it's 10 past 5 like we talked before. Now it's all yours. I'm going to mute myself. I'll be answering question on the chat, but remember that the question will be answered at the end of the webinar. So go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so this is, of course, as Jesus said, a webinar about teaching and learning a second language with this wonderful tool that is Edpuzzle. Okay, as I said before, I teach English as a second language, and I have been using Edpuzzle for several years. Okay, my students love Edpuzzle, and here I'm going to show you some strategies, okay, and that I find really useful for my students. First of all, what is Edpuzzle? Because probably some of us don't know the power of this tool that creates beautiful interactive video lessons for our students, okay? And another very interesting thing is that you can integrate these videos right into your learning management systems. At school, we use Google Classroom, but it's okay for all the learning management systems that you have at school. So how does it work? You can take any video from YouTube, from the great Edpuzzle community. You can embed your own assessment questions, which are multiple choice questions, notes, open-ended questions. And what is important is that you can track your students' progress very easily, and they know that you can track their own progress, okay? So which are the advantages when teaching and learning a second language with Edpuzzle? The first keyword is motivation. Motivation, attention, engagement by our students, because everything is turned into a dynamic lesson. And another important thing is that Edpuzzle is very important for individualized learning, because students can watch videos according to their personal learning pace and their learning style, okay? So it's for everyone. It's ideal for active methodologies. I mean, blended learning, flipped classroom, project-based learning, ECLIL. It's very good at developing skills such as creativity, communication, collaboration. So I mean, both soft skills and life skills. It's ideal for social emotional learning too. It's useful for synchronous and asynchronous lessons because we can, in a live mode, we can use it directly in our classes, in our classrooms, but we can also assign videos through a platform that is a Classroom, for example. And then another interesting feature is the chance of making our students creators. So they can create their own interactive videos with the multiple choices, with open-ended questions, and with notes, okay? For the languages in particular, it's okay for developing the 4 language skills. I mean, speaking, listening, reading, and writing, because you can also give them the chance, give students the chance of answering in audio format, okay? And originals are one wonder in Edpuzzle because we have an area where we can find these videos created by, developed, designed by the Edpuzzle team, okay? That you can also, they are in English, but you can translate them into other languages, and you can use the voiceover feature to translate everything. Another magic for foreign languages is cartoons, because you can find a lot of videos as cartoons, which help our students understand in a better way more difficult topics, in particular grammar topics. And then captions. Captions, we know that they are important in all languages. But how can we use Edpuzzle when teaching and learning a second language? Well, here are only some ideas. Flipped classroom model, choice boards or hyperdocs, social emotional learning, differentiated lessons, pay attention, only formative assessment, live mode, that is the chance of projecting the videos on the digital board and giving our students the chance of answering through their own devices, audiobooks, and project-based learning. Here are only some ideas, of course. In the live mode, as you can see from the picture, we can show the video as teachers, and we can control the pace while our students respond to questions on their own devices, okay? And then we can also make them access the assignment independently afterwards. On the left, you can see the student view. On the right, you can see the teacher view, okay? So the live mode is fantastic and they love it. They always ask me, when are we watching the videos at school? Okay, student project, as we said before, is another important, very important feature because they can create their own videos. And it is very important, especially for critical skill, for critical thinking, because they create their own multiple choice questions, their own notes. They can embed other products created with different tools. So that's a fantastic experience. What is really interesting, for example, is to ask them prepare and present their own TED Talks. They love it. They really love it. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about my way. This is how I use Edpuzzle when teaching, learning a second language. I'll give you, of course, some examples, okay, to give you just some ideas. In Italy, but I think everywhere, we always celebrate special days in the school year. For example, we have the Safer Internet Day, and I'll always prepare for my students follow-up activities, but I'll give you some examples. Then the Martin Luther King Jr. Day and the International Day of Peace. They are very linked together. I'm always presenting my students Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, and Gandhi to talk about peace in flipped classroom lessons. Okay, let me show you these examples. The one you see here is my own classroom, okay? It's for 13-year-old students. And this was a work in 2023 to celebrate Safer Internet Day in 2023. So what does the teacher do? First of all, the teacher collects and assigns videos, okay, from Edpuzzle. Then students at home watch the videos which were uploaded on the virtual classroom, okay, in my case on Classroom. And while watching the videos, the teacher can track and monitor their progress. Then they go to school, and in the classroom, we watch the videos again on the digital board, okay, to fix some important concepts. Then there is a discussion. And after this discussion, we collect our ideas on a shared Jamboard. Let me show you this example. So I always start, this is Edpuzzle, okay? On Edpuzzle, I often use the Edpuzzle originals, which are in English, but can be translated in any language. In particular, for Safer Internet Day, we used the Digital Citizenship Collection, okay? 12 videos, very interesting videos for example, digital footprint, cyberbullying, online images, all important ideas for our students, strong passwords, and so on. So I collected these videos. I assigned them on the virtual classroom. And so as you can see, yes, so this is my classroom. Let me scroll down. Let me scroll down to Safer Internet Day. Yes, here it is. So as you can see, I uploaded here the videos, okay? They watched them at home. We watched them in the classroom together. And then here we created a Jamboard all together where we fixed the most important ideas, okay? So as you can see, strong passwords, then scrolling digital footprint, and online images, very simple ideas, okay? My students are young students, but this is an important activity because it stimulates, they can practice language, of course, and it stimulates their own ideas, okay? Cyberbullying, for example. So this is the first activity, the first example of how I use Edpuzzle in my classes. The second example is to celebrate some important events like the Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So here is another example. Let me show you the classroom. Here it is. And I love Flip the Classroom lessons, because through the Flip the Classroom lessons, they have the chance of working together to develop ideas, okay? So we can use Edpuzzle in almost all the different steps of Flip the Classroom, starting from brainstorming. So to brainstorm their ideas, we can watch a video together. Then we collect information, the most important information about Martin Luther King, and we prefer cartoons because cartoons are very simple, okay? Then we have the discussion phase. We can do it together at school, in the classroom. Test, that is formative assessment through Edpuzzle. And finally, production phase. Let me zoom. Yes, okay. So I can ask them, and now are you ready to create? Because you can create an hyper video, this is interactive video with Edpuzzle about Martin Luther King. You can include interdisciplinary links, insights, reflections, and also other products, okay? Let me show you the last one, the last idea, that is, here it is, how we celebrate the International Day of Peace, okay? Here in particular, I love up smashing, okay? I love joining together different tools. And here is an example, because to celebrate the International Day of Peace, we created, as usual, as we always do, let me zoom once again, okay? So I'm scrolling up this time. Yes, peace for all. Okay, so as you can see, we talked about Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, and Gandhi. And for each of them, we decided to create a genially presentation embedding Edpuzzle videos. Okay, so this is an example. I'll start from the beginning. Yes. Okay. We start from a quotation. It is no longer a choice, my friends, between violence and non-violence. It is either non-violence or non-existence. Okay. And this is about Martin Luther King. And then if I go to the next slide, as you can see, in this case, Edpuzzle is perfectly integrated, embedded into another tool that is Genially, okay? Now, pay attention, because when we do something like this, it's important to get a particular code on Edpuzzle, okay? So let me show you. When you are on Edpuzzle, I go, for example, okay, my content. I'm going to, no, let's start from the Discover area. Okay, for example, I would like to talk about artificial intelligence with my students, okay? I can find the video. I'm going to assign the video. First of all, assign the video for your students. I'm choosing now a test classroom, yes. Next. then a lot of choices related to captions yes or captions no, how many times, how many attempts you ask them to do. You assign, okay? And after assigning, pay attention here on the 3 dots. We have, oh no, sorry, it is assigned. No, I can find it. Share assignment, here it is, embed code. This is the code you need to embed into other tools, for example, the Genially one. Okay, I find it great because they love app smashing, and Edpuzzle is perfectly embedded in all the different tools. That's great. That's fantastic. It's a wonderful experience for our students. Okay. I wanted to show this. Okay, I think that's all for now. That's all, and I was really pleaseful and excited to show these ideas with you.
Wow,
Okay.
Ariana, thank you so much. I'm still impressed. I really like a few things that you mentioned. Like, for instance, you gave us like really a specific example of how you use Edpuzzle in your class. So it wasn't just general, like what is Edpuzzle, but you gave us how you use it. And I really like also like how to use Edpuzzle in different stages, right? Like you mentioned, like for brainstorming,
Yeah.
like then the production at the end. So that was really cool. And also the app smashing in this case.
Yes.
Genially. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I interrupt my sharing. Okay.
So again, if you guys have any question for Ariana, hold on a second, and then when Mohamed is done with his presentation, we can go ahead and ask questions to both Ariana and Mohamed. Mohamed, are you ready?
Can you see my screen?
Yes. Okay, so I'll mute myself, and now it's all yours, Mohamed.
Yeah, perfect. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone from you are joining us. To continue my friend Ariana and to continue her amazing presentation, I'm going to share with you how to teach some tips and tricks, some insights on how to teach and learn a second language in your native language, or even with this amazing platform, which is the Edpuzzle tool. So let me diving into my presentation. Here are the outlines. You should learn for first why Edpuzzle. You should learn some benefits for this amazing platform and what makes Edpuzzle unique in teaching and learning a second language. You should know how to engage every student in learning a second language. And how can you promote global citizenship and digital citizenship in teaching a foreign language? And finally, what we are aiming to achieve. You have to know that teaching a foreign language is a great challenge. You cannot teach the 4 English skills, listening, speaking, reading, and writing in a limited amount of time. You cannot do this. You cannot do this in one session. But with Edpuzzle video lessons and with flipped classroom, they have made it easier and better than ever. So here are some benefits for the Edpuzzle. But before moving to these benefits, you have to know that Edpuzzle is a teaching platform that's used to place interactive content into pre-existing videos from a variety of sources. It introduces a library of high-quality content of video lessons that have already been created by a number of or a team of expert teachers. So this tool can support a number of classroom activities and allow practice of language structures and vocabulary learned during the day or the week. It increases your students' engagement through a real-time interaction and sparking discussions within your classroom, or even if you are teaching virtually. And I'm going to show you how to do this later in my presentation. Also, it promotes some target language through student-centered work, which is our students' projects and I'll tell you more about it. Finally, last but not least, it's an easy, powerful, and free for both students and teachers. My friend Ariana has mentioned that you can use Edpuzzle in teaching and learning a second language in so many ways. So I'm not going to repeat this again, but you should know that with Edpuzzle, you can teach and learn any second or any foreign language with only English. You can teach math, you can teach Arabic, you can teach social studies or any other language that you would like to teach using this amazing Edpuzzle, especially if you are teaching physically or even remotely with your students. So before moving to my presentation, you have to know that we have YouTube and we have Edpuzzle, and both are completely different from each other. Let me tell you how Edpuzzle is completely different from YouTube. If you would like to teach any subject, if you would like to teach any topic, if you would like to teach anything about your curriculum or everything you would like to tell your students or share with them, you have to search on YouTube for this video. And after that, once you find the video, you can break down this video into segments. Sorry. You can break down this video into segments, each with a question, each with an explanation, with a definition, to make things clear and to guide your students to deepen their understanding of the content being introduced. So you can enhance videos with notes, with interactive questions, maybe multiple choice or open-ended. You can track your students' progress. You can know if your students are watching the video or not. And make sure no skipping option is allowed for your students. They are not allowed to fast forward their videos or to not to watch their videos. So they have to watch it till the end. They have to answer some interactive questions that you embed during your video. You can understand the level of comprehension of your students. You can implement active methodologies in your video. So you have to search for any video on YouTube, maybe not only YouTube, maybe these videos are uploaded from expert teachers, maybe you use your screen recording, maybe you uploaded videos from your device. So there are so many ways where you can find your video. Maybe you can search the Discover page, you can find thousands of videos created by teachers. These videos are ready to use for everyone, everywhere. You can even screen record your screen and just only upload your video to your content, to your account. And once you find the video, you can do something. You can add your own interactive questions to it that you will ask your students to do this by the end of watching this video. Or even you can do something which is amazing, and I consider it a time saver, which is the teacher assist. The teacher assist is really saves your precious time and effort. Once you find your video, you can even break down the video into segments, and you can add your own multiple choice or open-ended questions, or in one click, you can ask Edpuzzle to create and generate and embed questions in your video with just one click. And I'll show you how to do this when we install the Edpuzzle Chrome extension to your account. Because if you already installed the Edpuzzle Chrome extension to your Google account, I think that you can search any video on YouTube or any other source, and in one click you can hit the edit with Edpuzzle, and it will directly be added to your content on your account. Then you can start editing, you can start cropping, you can start adding your comments, you can start adding your own audio notes, you can start adding your own interactive questions. And Mr. Jesus is going to drop the link how to install the Edpuzzle Chrome extension on the chat. So how to use Edpuzzle in your foreign language, or even in worldly languages. Let me tell you something which is amazing, and the Edpuzzle or any other platform is mainly focusing on it, which is students' engagement. We would love each and every student inside our classroom to be fully engaged. So this is a theory of engagement. Firstly, you have to share the video-based learning with your students, whether you are whether you are playing it using the live mode with your students inside the classroom, then sparking discussions, starting debate with a large group, or even you assign this video, sharing the link or embedding it on whatever your learning management system is. You can provide your students with the assignment link. We hope to improve our students' engagement. We hope to improve our students' skills. We hope to improve our students' performance, their achievement, their interest level. So the first thing that Edpuzzle provides us as teachers is we can check for listening comprehension. Of course, we as English teachers, we use CDs. But with Edpuzzle, I think that no need for using CDs anymore. You can just only use any video available on YouTube. Then you can add your own interactive multiple choice or open-ended questions. And then after that, you can ask your students to do some kinds of answering these questions by the end of watching. You can add some kinds of writing task. You ask your students to write the answers for these questions just only to improve their writing skills. And we'll share with you how to do this using the power of ad smashing with some platforms. Also, we can start a discussion with your students. Once you find the video on YouTube, you can share the link or you can embed it to your learning management system. Then you can ask your students to give you their feedback, their points of view, their opinions about something, about a given topic. Since we use Edpuzzle to teach a content, to introduce new material, to review any topic. So you can take your students' responses, then you will start a discussion with a large group if you are teaching live, if you are teaching physically with your students. But if you are teaching remotely, you can just only assign the video to your students. You can share the link with them. So students can watch this video as many times as they want. They can watch this video wherever they want, whenever they want. So you can do this. You can do this live inside your classroom, or you can do this. Students can watch it at home. Then you can ask them to do some kinds of projects. They can answer some writing tasks. They can ask, even they can record the answers using their voices. They can add their audio notes and so on. The next one is using videos to simulate travel. Maybe many of us cannot travel to English-speaking countries. I cannot take my students and travel to the US and travel to the UK or any English-speaking country. So I can visit this country virtually without leaving my classroom. I can search for any video on YouTube. Once I find it, I can copy it to save a copy to my account. Then I ask my students to watch this live. I can play it live, or I can assign it at home. So my students can learn more about these countries' cultures. They can be multicultural students. Also, they can listen to native speakers. So once you find the video, once you play it live, once you assign it, your students are able to do two things. They can learn, they can recognize some amazing and fun facts about these countries, about their cultures, about their traditions, about their habits. Also, they can listen to native speakers. Finally, you can share new grammar and vocabulary with your students. Of course, all of us knew very well that Edpuzzle allows, this is a library that contains thousands of videos that support teaching grammar rules and vocabs. So you can just only support your students, support the grammar skills, and you can let them gain so many new words, new vocabs by just only showing them and sharing some Edpuzzle interactive videos with them. Once they finish watching and be completely sure that I focus on this, no skipping option is allowed for them. They have not the right to skip watching, so that they can watch the video till the end. Then they are asked to do some grammar, some fill in the blank worksheets. You can give them some worksheets to complete it, to fill in the blanks, or even they can record their answers, or even they can write it in any other platform, or even inside the Edpuzzle. So you can encourage your speaking by asking your students to record their responses using within open-ended questions. You can ask them not only to write, but to record the responses as well. Of course, your students can watch a live mode. They can, once you play the video live inside your classroom, your students can watch the read aloud video as a class. Maybe you can stop the video at certain points. Maybe you can spark discussions. Also, you can take your students' responses and start the discussions with a large group. And you as a teacher, you are able to do so many things. Also, you can listen to your students. You can ask them not only to write, not only to record, but also to listen to a podcast, to an Edpuzzle video, interactive video. Maybe you can check their comprehension by having them answer some embedded questions or fill in the blank worksheet. Also, you can promote your students' abilities, skills, or even you can improve your students' speaking, reading, writing, and also all the four English skills by assigning a project for your students. And I'm going to share with you some ideas for some students' project where you can ask your students to do it as soon as they finish watching. So your students are asked to record a video lesson with questions and notes to help their peers. Maybe if you are going to review a topic, if you are going to introduce new material, if you are going to assess your students, since Edpuzzle is a great tool for assessment, maybe formative or summative assessment. And I told you that whatever your learning management system is, you can provide your students with the link for the assignment, or even you can embed your Edpuzzle video using your LMS. And here are some ideas for your students' project. You can ask your students to do some kinds of research and talk about different holidays. And this is how we promote our digital citizenship and our global citizenship with our students. You can ask your students to research and talk about different holidays, maybe some seasonal celebrations, maybe specific events, maybe national and international days and weeks in English-speaking countries, or even in their own countries. You can ask your students to prepare a project about different festivals or celebrations, not only to prepare them, but to present them as well in front of the whole class. Also, you can ask your students if you would like to improve their writing skills, you can ask them to write a story about their favorite holiday and to read it aloud to improve their speaking skills. Sometimes you can ask your students to upload their own videos or select ones from YouTube. But be careful. You have to ask your students to be creative when adding their questions and notes. Once your students have done their projects, you can track their answers, you can track their responses, you can track your students' data, maybe by individual students, maybe by class, maybe across all assignments. Tracking your students' data helps you to see your students' answers. You can see you as an instructor, you can see your students' grades, you can see how many times your students watched your video, you can see how long your students took to watch the video. You can even see how much your students took to see the video. Maybe if you can learn who watches the video and who is not, who understands and who is not. And also you can see the areas of weaknesses, the areas of strengths when teaching a second and learning a second language using the Edpuzzle. So we hope just only to track our students' progress, to learn the ideas and the areas of weaknesses and strengths, and to make our teaching and learning a second language environment more engaging, interactive, enjoyable, and meaningful than before. Here is an example how to ask and how to smash Edpuzzle with so many platforms. When assigning your video to your student, you can give them an open-ended question and you can ask them to do some kinds of writing task. Maybe you can share a Wakelet collection, and Wakelet is an amazing platform where you can organize your content in one place, everything in one place. So you can share a Wakelet collection for your students to collaborate on it. You can ask them to write some tasks, to write some stories, to write anything about their favorite things, their favorite celebrations, their favorite events, their favorite holidays, and so on. Then you ask them to share their answers using Wakelet. Not only this, but you can ask them to record their answers in a Microsoft Flip topic. So you can see Edpuzzle within Wakelet, and you can see Wakelet within Edpuzzle. You can see Edpuzzle within Microsoft Flip, and Microsoft Flip is a magical platform like the Edpuzzle platform, where you can connect with your students not only inside but outside your classroom. So it's an amazing platform. This is the power. We would love to unlock the power of smashing. We would love to see how creative you are in using Edpuzzle with other platforms. We have to unlock Edpuzzle with other platforms, so you can see Edpuzzle Plus Wakelet or even plus Microsoft Flip equals epic learning. So we would love to improve teaching and learning using a second language using Edpuzzle. Here is an amazing Microsoft Flip where I already embedded an Edpuzzle video about this amazing celebration, which is called the Hajj. I already created this Microsoft Flip, and I have already my own Edpuzzle video. And I asked my students before going to record their videos or before recording their answer, I asked them for first to check this Wakelet, then to watch an Edpuzzle interactive video, then start answering some kinds of tasks, some kinds of multiple choice or even open-ended questions on the Edpuzzle segments. You know that you can break down any video, you can break it into segments, you can add your own interactive questions to it. And here is Edpuzzle within Wakelet, and I told you that you can put everything in one place in Wakelet. You can organize your content very well. So I already shared an Edpuzzle interactive video about the Hajj in the Edpuzzle in the Wakelet platform, asking my students to watch it before doing the task. So what we are aiming to achieve as an English teacher, as a foreign language teachers, we would love to achieve fluency, we would love to achieve accuracy, we would love to achieve specificity, we would love to achieve lexical richness, we would love our students to learn and to be aware of so many language learning strategies, we would love to deeper understanding of our culture, not only our culture, but we would love our students to be multicultural students. We would love for them to learn some amazing and fun facts about other countries, especially English-speaking countries, to listen to native speakers. We would love for them to be aware of seasonal celebrations, festivals, special events, national and international days and weeks. And of course, this is the main benefit of this amazing Edpuzzle platform. You know that we as English and we as foreign language teachers, we teach English and we present some content, we introduce new material to our students. So our students consume this information. But with Edpuzzle, we would love for our students not only to consume information, but to produce it as well. So we would love for our students not only to be consumers, but to be producers. Also, we would love to improve and to promote the 4 language skills. We would love for them to increase and to promote their performance. We would love for them to increase their achievement levels. We would love for them to be interested in learning and teaching foreign language skills. We would love for them to be to love our English classes. So Edpuzzle, with this amazing platform, our teaching and learning environments has become more engaging, interactive, has become more enjoyable, has become more meaningful than before. And finally, before moving to Jesus, I'd love to share with you a very amazing and a game changer Edpuzzle tip, which is the Edpuzzle Chrome extension. You can search for any YouTube video if you have the Edpuzzle Chrome extension. You can search for any YouTube video you wish to use with your students. Then you can add them directly to the Edpuzzle mode for cropping, for adding comments, for adding questions, for audio tracks. And I'll show you how to do this. Let me show you here. Already I have my Edpuzzle Chrome extension already installed in my web browser. So here is a video on my YouTube channel. If you have the Edpuzzle Chrome extension already installed, you can see a yellow icon, a yellow feature underneath your video, which says that you can edit with Edpuzzle. Once you click on edit with Edpuzzle, so this video will automatically be added to your Edpuzzle account for cropping, for adding comments.
St. Patrick's Day is.
If we click here on edit with Edpuzzle, so this video will completely be added to your Edpuzzle account. So you can start cropping, you can shorten the video if you want, you can add your voice over the video, you can add your interactive questions, you can add multiple choice, you can add open-ended. Once you finish, you can click finish, then you will have this video already been added to your My Content option. Also, you can click on generate questions, and this is the teacher assist. In one click, if you click on generate, it will ask you, which type of questions would you like to add? Would you like to add open-ended or multiple choice or both? So if you choose both, so The teacher assist will generate open-ended and multiple choice questions for you. Then when you finish, you can click on finish, and this video will be added automatically to your content. And finally, let's continue chatting. If you would like to ask about anything regarding Edpuzzle, you can continue chatting with me, and I'll be more than happy to share my tips and tricks, to share my ideas, to share my insights with you. Here is my email, here is my Twitter username, mabuhassan781. I'll be more than happy to assist and to support anyone and to share the magic and to share everything regarding Edpuzzle with everyone, everywhere. Thank you so much for everyone who joined us today. Without you, we couldn't have done this. Thank you so much, and a very shout out, a massive shout out to the amazing Edpuzzle team for giving us a chance to share our little insights with you today. Thank you, the amazing Jesus, and a very special thank you to the sober Manny, our leader, our guide, our supporter, our helper, the one and the only who always support us, always there at any time to support everyone, everywhere, and to share his fruitful insights around the community and beyond. Once again, thank you so much, my amazing friend Ariana. I'm excited. I'm really excited and honored to share my tips with you today, and of course with the Edpuzzle team. Thank you. Over to you, Jess.
Thank you so much.
As Manny wrote, together is better.
No, thank you so much,
Yes.
Mohammed. As you know, Manny is reading the message.
Yeah.
Manny is reading you, so he's gonna be like very grateful of your message. And so you guys did amazing with time. We still have like 10 more minutes, like 8 minutes, I would say. Now it's time for questions. If you guys have any question, if not, I'm gonna may ask you a couple of questions if they don't ask you, okay? So now please feel free to write any question for Ariana or Mohammed, and they will be happy to answer. Ariana, what I'm gonna ask you, because we talk about the student project, but I think we talk very fast about it. I don't know if you can expand a little bit on what the student project is.
Sure.
And maybe, I don't know if it is easy for you to share how to create it.
That's okay. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. Because I find it great when my students create. I find that creation is the basic of learning. Okay, if they are creative, they learn. So I'm gonna show you. This is my homepage. Okay, this is the teachers panel where you can discover a lot of things. Community, my school, YouTube. So everyone, everywhere, as Mohammed said, because we have a great community working behind Edpuzzle. Anyway, if you want your students to create something, you can click here at the top of the panel where you can read add content, the button add content. As you can see, we have a particularly visible button, okay, add content, okay. Here we can upload video, record video, create a playlist, because you can also assign them a lot of videos all together by creating a playlist. But what is important is student project, okay. If you click here, you can assign them the project by introducing the title. Okay, we talked about artificial intelligence. That is the topic of the moment, of course, artificial intelligence, because I want them to create something about it. So the topic, the goal of the project, okay? For example, create a video underlining the most important advantages of using artificial intelligence. Then instructions are very important, and they should be detailed, okay? For example, a good project should have questions and audio notes. Remember, include your personal ideas, your personal reflections, include a link to an external product created, for example, using Genially or Book Creator or anything else, a collection of Wakelet, or anything. Then what is important is also to give them the opportunity to find a video on YouTube, but also create and upload their own video. Okay, then you can choose save project or save and assign the project. They will find the assignment on their virtual classroom and they will create together. Okay, this is a great idea, a powerful tool in my opinion on the Edpuzzle platform, and I love it.
I wanted to make an emphasis on the student project because I know there are a lot of people who don't know about the student project option yet. They know that Edpuzzle is about videos, but they don't know that they have this option. And I really love it because the students become the creators. And so we are going to pass from just the student consuming that content on the video, and now they become the creators. So I think it's really cool also for them to develop their creativity. And also remember that we are talking about teaching and learning a language in a student project, that they are going to have to produce that content using that language that they are learning. So it's like a great tool or feature that they can use to develop that language.
Yeah, they develop a lot of skills because they have to create the script, they have to create the questions, multiple choice, the notes. So it's a great creative activity. And another interesting thing is the fact that these videos will stay in a safe area. They won't be published. They cannot be published. So they work in a safe area.
And not only that, Ariana, that is something that we didn't mention. Once that they upload their own contents, when they have finished creating their video, they become teachers because they also gonna have all of these features that the teacher have. So the students are gonna add questions during the video and notes to make sure that maybe their classmates are gonna watch the video. So they make sure that their classmates are following and understanding. So they also become teachers, and they have to decide and choose in what is the right moment of the video to add a question, and also they have to think, use their creativity to generate those powerful questions.
Yes, and then for us teachers, they become further resources to use with other students. Yeah, okay.
Totally. So before we finish, because we have like around 3 more minutes, I'm gonna share also my screen with some resources, and I'm gonna start sharing on the chat. So everybody, be ready. Just give me a second. I'm gonna share my screen.
Mohammed, they want your lesson about St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, so you guys can see this digital SWOT power slides right now, right? Okay, so this is are the resources from this webinar. You're gonna have the ways that we can reach out to Ariana and Mohamed, and also you're gonna have their presentation available. So I'm gonna share the link right now on the chat, and also you will be receiving this on an email, okay? And then also you can follow me, and we are gonna have right here the previous Edpuzzle lives that you can have a look at them if you want to, the upcoming events, and also the Edpuzzle social media. So let me stop sharing it. On the chat, I'm gonna start sharing all of these resources. First of all, okay.
Okay, great. We'll
But
create
it's
the
not
lesson just as if they were a teacher. Yeah.
But it's not showing us a link, right, Ariana or Mohamed? The resources that I copy and paste?
Not because you missed probably HTTPS.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
just in case, I'm about to share with you the upcoming Edpuzzle bootcamps where you can get the certifications in different time zones. And remember, all of these certifications are totally free. So you can do them at any time because they are self-paced. But in these bootcamps, what we are gonna do is we are gonna guide you, and we're gonna give you the instructions. So we are gonna make it super simple and easy. Okay, and then I'm gonna share with you also the digital swag. So you have this amazing presentation that Ariana and Mohamed just finished.
Okay.
One more thing, very important. I'm gonna share with you the certification of this webinar or this Edpuzzle Live. So you will, if you fill in the information right now, you will get it. And if not, again, we are gonna be sharing it on an email. One more thing is that our Edpuzzle Live in a month, in April, we are gonna have a really cool one also. We are gonna be talking about social emotional learning and artificial intelligence. So it's going to be a combination about the trending topic that everybody is talking about right now, artificial intelligence. Also, but how can we take advantage of it and apply it to social emotional learning, that we cannot forget that it became also really big during the pandemic, and now it seems like not a lot of people are talking about that, but we teachers know that mental health nowadays is super important. So I'm gonna give you the information. I don't have the link for the registration yet, but in case you wanna save it on your agenda, it's gonna be April 17th. And this event is gonna be run by the AE twins. I don't know if you know them, but these are two twins from Spain, and they are really good presenters also, like Ariana and Mohamed. So it's time. I think we have done great with time, Ariana and Mohamed. And one more time, thank you so much to the panelists, Mohamed and Ariana, and thank you so much everybody who joined us. It was fun. We got to learn a lot, and I was so excited, and it was worth it for sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for having us to share the magic of Edpuzzle with everyone everywhere. Thank you for sharing our passion.
Thank you, everybody, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.